think it's good. Hey,
Everybody, how are you guys?
what it do?
How's everybody's weekend?
Chilling. Hey, pardon me for saying this, but I be liking our theme song and shit. So I be back here a little dancing before the live get going and stuff. Just getting my groove on. Do 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 do. Yo, who in here dances better than their wife? Shout it out. Shout it out. What up? Joseph Harris, my brother from another mother was
Who on
popping.
this panel dance better than their wife?
What you talking about? Everybody. Me? Man, get out of here. Prepper 101. What up, Brian Bridges? What's
Shanna,
popping?
let's do something tonight. Every time Billy says something outrageous, we're not even gonna argue, Shanna. We're just gonna have a drink.
We don't argue around here.
We're just gonna have a drink.
We don't argue. Willie, what up? What up? Really? Penny pinching. What's the word? What's popping? Lawrence Lilly, my man, 50 grand. What
Chris
it
Stevens.
Stevenson. That's my Hillsdale Connect.
Hey,
Connect.
Coy.
Coy, what up, brother?
101. How are you guys?
I dance.
Wait, she don't have legs.
Wait, who's that? His wife.
Prepper. 101. I need you to stop.
It is what it is. Tap in. What up, my brother Money Man? What's popping?
Hey, CDL.
CDL in the building. Real deal, the realest of the deals. What's popping? Gunrilla Ricky Rose.
Carbon Q. Carbon Q, you got to get your drink. Every time Billy says something crazy, but just having a drink.
Don't drink then if I don't say nothing crazy. I just said something crazy. Might as well go ahead and drink. Enjoy. Enjoy. Fat guy with guns. What it do?
Glad
to see you home. Nice and safe. Jova, what up? What's popping? What is popping? So what's Carbon Q drinking? She's a wine drinker?
Oh, no.
No? She probably drink that Henny.
I don't think she drink Henny, but I know she don't drink nobody's wine.
Ain't no wrong with a little box wine every now and again. Ghetto. See, Ghetto.
Listen,
Ghetto drinks box wine.
Let me not take a drink on myself. Hey, SD Marine.
SD Marine, what up there, soldier? What is popping? Madman, what's popping, young fella? How you feel?
There's too many.
OJ Miles in the building. That's my brother from the same mother.
Hey, OJ, how are you?
That's my man.
Jason Ewan. Jason's your twin.
The twin. Yo, my twin and my brother always pop at the same time.
Oh, the twin. They must have each other's numbers.
Something like that.
Y'all must be in a group chat or something.
Yeah. Indiana Jackson, what up? What's popping? It's good to see everybody. We had a good week. Matter of fact, I don't think we've seen everybody since. Well, I've seen a few people.
Yeah. I mean, I checked in a few people.
Yeah. Thanksgiving was cool. We did something different though. This Thanksgiving. Steve, what up? Steve Gales, what's popping?
Hey, Rick Ross, Madman.
I know I got flack for this, but it was good, and I need somebody to say it was good with me. That sweet potatoes with the pears.
Oh, that was good. The sweet potatoes with the pears was good. That was good.
It was
tasty. Different, and it was really good.
Now, here's the thing. I don't do sweet potatoes. I've had sweet potatoes prior to this. I've had them one time in my life.
Wait, because sweet potatoes, it was candy yams.
What did I have last time?
Yeah, what we had for Thanksgiving. So a lot of people don't know there's a difference between sweet potatoes and yams. We do use the sweet potatoes to make candy yams, right?
No. Yams and potatoes are two different things.
No, sweet potatoes and yams are two different things.
I know, that's what I said.
Oh, you said sweet potatoes and potatoes are two different things.
I didn't say potatoes. I said sweet potatoes and yams are two different things. So what we made was sweet potatoes because we bought sweet potatoes.
Yes, but we made them like candy yams.
We made them like candy yams, but they were still sweet potatoes. All right. Good. Yeah, that's what happened. It was good though.
And he ate OJ. He had vegetables, OJ. He had vegetables.
Where's my drink when you say something crazy?
You didn't have vegetables?
$2.
Right.
What's popping, brother? What's going on? $2 on the Black Friday hunt. out there trying to get something. Yo, did anybody do any Black Friday shit? Like I did none of the Black Friday stuff.
Joseph Harris, you're in timeout.
That's right. That's my brother from another. I'm telling you, we stick together. We got a
Joseph
code.
Harris, you're in timeout.
We got a code. AK Lover. What the word is, brother?
I need to speak to your wife. AK Lover.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I knocked out some veggies. Matter of fact, man, what am I doing? I usually got a little something going on in the background, to, make it nice and mellow. Let me see. Let me see what I got to play for y'all.
Are you gonna play the music?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna find something to
No,
play?
I mean, I'll play my brother's.
Oh.
There we go. All right, that's better, y'all. That's better, y'all.
Go back to comments.
Yep, comments, got it. And more. This is back. Sorry. Yeah, man.
Hey,
Refrigerator
Random
Q.
JL.
Random and Refrigerator Q done snuck up in here on us.
Random JL, she is hilarious.
Oh, Q?
Random. No.
Oh, random.
Yeah, she is hilarious.
Yeah, man.
I love her. She is really funny. You guys got to check her out. Random JL, she is funny.
She's what's popping.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's cool. Yo, but we had a good week. We had a good week. We had a good weekend.
I was window shopping.
That's all we're allowed to do right now. Window shop. We're trying to set ourselves up. That's all. We're trying to get something right. But you know what?
Guess
what it is?
Right, guys.
Oh, go ahead.
2 more days till the 12 days of Christmas. 2 more days.
Tell us about that.
2 more days. I'm so excited. Let me and I did buy another gift to go in there. So I'm going to have to figure everything out. Yeah, these days that running into
That's
each
right.
other.
Drink when she say something crazy.
Sophia B.
What up, Sophia? What's popping?
Hey, yo, you know who it is? Hi, everyone.
He is so stuck in the 90s. He ain't never been in the 90s, but he's stuck in the 90s. I swear.
I don't know who this kid belongs to.
Yo, so listen, yeah, we didn't do any shopping because we had to. We got the puppies, and right now is like go time for their shots and all that. That shit, the vet thing and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We'll be doing shots this week.
They'll come in on tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah, tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow.
So the shots are shipped like cold, so that you have to like receive them right away, and then put them in the fridge and all that blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, somebody come buy these puppies. My goodness.
So why are you telling people to do that?
They got to, because it's already. You ain't gonna have no Christmas. I got you a puppy for Christmas.
First things first, we're not doing Christmas. Nobody in this house deserves a Christmas.
Ouch.
Except for me.
Ooh. Drink when she says something crazy. Got it. I got it.
Are you drinking water?
No, this is actually Kool-Aid. Apple juice. It's apple juice.
Won't you be daring to drink some water?
Come on now. Drink when she says something crazy, right? Oh, man. Yeah. Oh,
OJ.
we giving them we do that. We do our own shots. We had dogs for so long, and so I had to start learning how to cut some corners.
Yeah, you don't have to always bring your dog to the vet unless you really, really need to.
Yeah. Homesteaders and farmers, and y'all know
Right.
the deal.
Right.
What they charge you for and what they're doing is like spend a minute and a half with a dog and you get a $70 bill for each dog. You got 10 of them.
Right.
No boss.
But
no
listen,
boss.
you cut me off.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. What would you say?
The 12 days of Christmas, that's starting Wednesday at 4:00 when I go live. I will start it off and then it will go to the next person. I will tell you who the next person is, but I will not tell you what time they will go live. So it's up to you to figure out who the next person is, to find that person, and
and carry it on.
Sound
like a plan. Rizzle, jizzle, jizzle, RGG. What up there, soul brother? Like no other. How you feeling?
No,
Yeah.
Zach. We're doing the 10 puppies. The 4 adults are not getting shots.
Yeah,
just
they gotta,
the 10 puppies.
They gotta wait. Whoop.
Wait, what are you doing?
No, my bad.
He's about to shut everything
About to
off.
shut the live down. Hold on. Don't do it. Don't even do it. Leave me be. I like to do it how I like to do it.
You guys don't even understand what's going on right now. Rodney Brady, how are you, Brian Bridges?
Brian was the first one in here. You saying hi to him now. Get out of here.
No, I didn't see him.
I'm just teasing. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was about to kick myself out the live just now. The invite and the leave studio is right next to each other.
But you don't
StreamYard.
need to do that.
If you listen in StreamYard guides,
no.
StreamYard guides.
All you have
move the invite and the leave studio away from each other.
I'm gonna get drunk tonight dealing with this guy, guys.
I left the studio one time on my own live, like 5 lives ago. And I was like, what the fuck did I just do? RGG, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. But so listen, man. I guess we'll get right into it. Talk about our topic for today. So what we kind of, was wondering is it's at a height right now. Firearm ownership, training, interest, buying, collecting, whatever you're doing with firearms. It seems like it's at a height. COVID helped that, and a lot of new interest, a lot of new laws popped up, a lot of new carry laws, etc. And people get into it, and you kind of wonder if this is a temporary status. Like, you might still own guns, but as hard as people are going with their firearms, is it like a trend to you? It's something to do because it's a community to do it with, and it's people to talk to and chop it up about. There's things to learn, but you kind of sometimes, I guess, you hit a certain like pinnacle to make you say, shit, I don't know what else more there is. What other conversations there is to be had, or what other firearms there is to buy, or what segment did I miss? What part of the gun world did I not enter into yet?
But that's the great part of firearms. There are different levels to owning a firearm or being in the world of firearms.
Always something new that pops up.
There's new guns that come out. Just different designs that you can do.
Yeah.
The accessories are something they talk about. So it's like I like our racing cars. The little, well, they're not little, but how often do they come out with a new one, and the pieces you can replace to put on it and make it better and stuff. That's the same way I see about firearms.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing that scares me. At least, see, when I got into the RC cars, I barreled in, spent thousands and thousands of dollars on spent a lot of money. We spent thousands of dollars on buying these RC cars, and we were gun ho. We were like super duper into it, and then it just dropped down. Like, I was watching YouTube videos. I was out there racing, and me and Al and Erica would go out every weekend and race. And then it slowly just kind of declined. And I made a whole space of workstation on the wall and all that, et cetera, et cetera. And then I just wasn't into it after that. You know what I'm saying?
So let's be honest about this, Billy. Billy dives into any hobby he's really into. Hey, Urban, how are you? And congratulations, Urban. But when Billy gets into something he's passionate about, it's just a rabbit hole. And
I obsess.
You do.
That's a good word.
You do.
I obsess.
It's a whole rabbit hole. And I don't know how long he's going to be digging. It could be a week, it could be months, it could be years. It's just, he gets in it. He's in it. And when he's in it, he's in it. Steve, I wouldn't say introduced it to you. It was more or less, I guess, in a conversation him and I decided we needed to have, and it was something that we both agreed we needed to have in a household. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say with firearms, I was aware and I was a part of it, but I had no knowledge when I first shot guns and held guns, and I had zero knowledge on it. So it wasn't like a thing to barrel into. It was just no different than seeing a cool car or, a cool motorcycle. Like, I wasn't into it like I'm into it now. Like a lot of us are into it now, where we spend our days and nights either looking at videos, watching lives, looking on Google, seeing what kind of new guns and what's better than what just came out and all that shit.
Right.
I didn't obsess over it until I can legally buy firearms. And even then, it was like a slow incline at the time. And then it just went like fucking nuts. I think being part of this community is what kind of did that. When I was looking around for certain videos and reviews and stuff like that, it was cool, but it was like, you get a gun, but I'd show it off to my brothers or maybe a couple of friends back home, but it wasn't a rabbit hole. It was just, I had a few guns. And then as soon as like I started seeing RGG's channel, I started seeing Yoki's channel, I started seeing Black Rambo custom guns and shit like that, a light switch went off. Like, oh shit, I need to do something more. I need to get something better or doper, or you get kind of yoked in and trapped into it.
That's how it went.
What? Did you just drink because I said something crazy?
Yo, I've been drinking. You
Go
right,
ahead. Say
you
what
right,
you
real
gotta say.
deal. I'm gonna be drunk.
Yeah.
No, Billy. I think we had like 3 or 4 in a month.
Well,
Firearms. It was, you got me one, then you had to get one because your birthday is right behind mine.
yeah.
And then after that, it was just nonstop. I think it's been a year
It's been a year since what?
since you purchased one.
No, it hasn't.
Oh,
I bought a gun like.
oh,
Say something crazy.
yeah.
No, it hasn't been a year, but this year was my slowest year since I've started, collecting firearms.
It's slowing
you know.
down now. It hasn't been slow.
Too
ever.
crazy.
You're right.
STD, what up, brother? Mike the Shooter, what's poppin'? Dude, Knowledge Garage, what it is? Nola, what it is, bro? What's poppin'? I'm sorry, some people slipped in. Guns don't argue. My man, my mellow, what it is. So yeah, that's something to like. So all right. So now a lot of people love firearms, train with firearms, collect relics and different stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, for some people that have gotten into it because to be a part of something, for some people it's actually like on a downslope of the trending side of it. You know what I'm saying? Being, having the coolest cool or whatever. I think I hit a wall. I ain't gonna front. I mean, there's still some things that I want, but I'm not as itchy as I was last year. I'm not as anxious as I was last year.
I think it's because nothing really caught your eye the way.
No, I think my damn taste went up. That's the fucked up part.
Hey, Bullyproof, that's what you think it is?
Bullyproof,
you
what up,
feel
what up?
like you
Wow.
feel like you're like, you just want to go up in price? Like,
I think that I bought a lot. I mean, there are good guns that are still budget, affordable, that I am interested and I am hoping to get kind of. But I got my eye on some things that if I don't buy a couple of guns and hold off, I'll be able to stop talking about, that $2,000, $3,000 gun. And then I'm so cheap, I won't even spend the money if I got
but
it.
that's
the
why.
shitty part.
That's what I was gonna say, because I'd be like, go ahead. I'm the one to be like, Billy, go ahead and just get it. And
Yeah.
he'd be like, no, but I'd rather get this, and that. And I'd be like, but that's what you really want.
Yeah, I know.
But
Yeah. Chicago Firearms, what up, brother? What's popping?
so reality is, I want him to buy more expensive guns. So then when I want to buy my survival stuff, he can't say anything. So buy what you want to buy, so then you can't say, I can't buy what I want to buy. Right, Shannon, he could do layaway. I don't know why he just chooses.
Because I sit there and be like, I could do layaway, and then the layaway down payment for the gun that I might want be another gun. So I'm like, fuck it, I just buy a gun. You know what I'm saying? But there are some amazing guns. Like one of my favorite guns, I tell this story all the time. It's funny, I got this hat on today and I didn't expect it. My favorite firearm cost me $300 from a used case, and that's the Torquato. You know, I can't. Chicago Firearms, I will not get a staccato ever unless somebody gave it to me. I got me and Staccato got a grudge that they don't even know. You know, when you racing somebody that don't know you racing, I'm racing them and they don't even know about it. They don't give a fuck either. They could care goddamn less. But truth is, you know, there is a gun. There are two guns that are on my like, oh my god
Chicago
list.
likes
The G3? Yeah, the G3 is dope. The G3 tactical, that's tangible. Yeah. Bulletproof. See that? See, she does.
I do.
She does, but
I want something in return.
Yeah.
It's
so
not
it
just,
don't be free.
Oh, go ahead. Go spend that. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Because I'm matching what you spend. So go ahead. Let's do this.
That's where.
Hey, Kaba. So, how are you?
Kaba, what's popping? So everything that I get, I gotta buy for her, for me.
Right. Right.
But yeah, man, it's just this thing where I'm wondering if I'm truly on. My energy is on a decline. I'll be straight up with y'all. My energy on buying firearms is on a decline. My interest is in other directions or whatever. Right now, the dog thing is, you know, really, really over me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why. That's not your job. That's my job.
Real deal. What's popping?
What's up, man? Hey, Billy. I'm like you, Billy. I can't. The most expensive handgun I own cost me $850 out the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do that $1,000. I can't do that $1,500 for a handgun. Now
well,
I could buy a gun and I can do upgrades to it. It might hit that, but that I don't know. That's me customizing it to my likings. I just can't go buy a $2,000 gun.
I don't know. It's a tough thing. I could do it, but it's got to be a good deal on one of them, which is a Masterpiece Arms. My favorite 2011, my favorite 1911 style 2011, and they're starting at like 3,200. And the love for it, the design, all that level. Plus, they make them in the town next to us. So that's like the connection. Like I know the guy who's putting it together. I talk to him. I stop by and check, stop by Masterpiece Arms all the time. So I have that connection to it. And the other one is a standard manufacturing case colored 1911. That one I've been wanting since like 3 or 4 years now.
And I don't like that one.
I love it.
I think the only expensive gun I would buy if I came across it, and it was a good deal, would be a Kunin.
Yeah.
And that'd be it.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't even. Oh man, I wouldn't even mess with a Kunin. I mean, they're dope for what they are, but they don't look amazing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but
yeah.
For me, a 1911 that shoots a 357 Magnum, that does it for me.
Yeah. But I don't know. One day, if I showed you the standard manufacturing, you would love that.
Okay. I never heard of it, so I might dig it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, but it's not a 357. So it's nothing. It's just aesthetically, it's nice. It runs good too, but aesthetically, it's nice. Yeah, Joseph Harris. I'm telling you, they got some shit. You know that. He knows that. I showed him some things, and that's no big deal. Urban. Shout out to Urban. First of all,
yes.
Shout out to Urban. She recently took her
shotgun and rifle license
certification. Yep.
Yeah.
And up in Canada, and it ain't fucking easy in Canada. You might as well. It's almost as bad as New York. So
I am so proud of her. You gotta do a photo shoot with your shotgun.
she's gonna become a gun tuber.
Oh yeah, she is. She is. She's gonna be on there with her shotguns. She like them pump action ones too. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
She gonna
Mm-mm-mm.
Urban. We gotta talk. Me, you, and Carpet.
Yeah, that's what's popping.
That I'm telling you, she gonna be. I drive all the way to Canada to do your photo shoot.
That works. Big Zach, what up? What up?
What up? What up? What up?
Not a
Hey
motherfucking
Zach, how was
thing.
your holiday?
Good. How was yours?
It was good. It wasn't relaxing, but it was still good.
Yeah.
Mine was wonderful, man. I got to talk to my father. That was the best part of my whole holiday.
Hey.
Yeah, I dig it. Prepper Steading, what up? What up?
Yeah, that was the best part.
But it's good to see you back though. Safe.
Yeah, man. I made it back. Made it back safe. Drive was good. I mean, they said this is supposed to be the busiest travel time of the. Let me tell you something. Going, I ain't seen nobody. Coming back, I ain't seen nobody. It was normal. It was super normal. So, what up, Kava?
That's good.
It was super normal, but it was great, man. I'm sad that my city is not the city that I grew up in, but you know, it is what it is.
Things changed. We talked about that, man.
We call it progress. I call it bullshit. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Right.
I was telling Zach, like I don't have much enjoyment or excitement still for New York, but the only place that sits in my head nice is Main Street in Bayshore. That's it. And that's where she grew up.
So,
Yeah.
ghetto.
I'm sorry, did I just mess you up?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, that
Here's the messed up part. I went back to my block where I grew up.
Right.
If I didn't know I was there, man, it's sad. It's sad the way they let the city go, man. It's sad, though. It just is.
Yeah.
It's too many damn people. They change everything. I got off the highway and I'm like, this is wrong. If the gas station wasn't there, I wouldn't know where I was. I mean, it's literally it's crazy. It ain't just like you have to stop and feel where you are in order to know where you are in the city.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
In my hood, anyway, it's crazy, man. It's ridiculous.
Zach called me and said, you know what? I'm about to go to Merrick. I said, I used to work in Merrick.
I used to hang out in Merrick.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, that's where Bruce came from.
Merrick.
Our first dog together
Mhm.
was in from Merrick. Box them titties. What up, brother? Yeah, man. So listen, tell me what you feel about this, Zach. Now, I know you're a gunman. Know it. But as far as the involvement goes, as far as the interest goes, do you feel like wavy? Like there's times where you're like, oh, this is dope, this is new, this is fresh. And then there's like not much going on. So you don't, you don't talk gun, you don't think gun.
No.
It's always something, yeah, because
I talk guns every day,
every day.
Every day. There's no day that goes by that I don't talk guns. You know this personally. There's no day that goes by that we don't talk about guns.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I will say there's times, like right now, it's a pretty exciting time for the gun community. There's a lot of new stuff coming out, but it'll hit a dry spell. But I'm still into guns when it hits that dry spell.
Mhm.
Still looking at videos and kind of stuff. When I first got my first gun, was a Ruger GP100 357.
You still got it?
No, I sold it. I carried that gun for 7 years, and that's the only handgun I owned until I sold it, and then I started buying more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do this real quick while we got some people in here. If you guys have the time, please make the time. Go vote for the regular Gun Tuber Awards. Zach just put up the link. Take a couple minutes out, shoot over there, and drop who you think, for each category should be in the runnings. Take a couple seconds and go buy a ticket if you ain't buy a ticket, man, because we're gonna have fun. We are doing it in our host range this year, so we're gonna be, happy to see everybody come down to enjoy what we enjoy every weekend. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be exciting.
Hey, Siege. I gotta tell you, man, some of the most relaxing, enjoyable times, and it could just be because I'm a loner sometimes, is when it's just me and my guns. all the explosion and the cleaning and it's therapeutic for me. You would think that because you're at a place where there's a lot of noise going on and boom and I know I'm having a real good gun month when my hands got little cuts on them and my arms got a little burn and all type of stuff. That's how I know I've been out there really doing my thing. If it doesn't have that, then I'm just like sort of playing around with it a little bit. When I'm serious and I got my head down and I'm just all into it, I'm thinking of a lot of different things to do just for the heck of it. Because I just it was something I got into and it just became part of me. When I decided I was going to be a collector, trainer, whatever, I jumped into it, decided I was going to be a defensive shooter. The day that I made it up, I know the video I was watching, I know the person who inspired me, and from there it was just off to the races. I decided that this was going to be part of my life. This was until I'm not here anymore.
Yeah,
I'll be doing this until I'm gone, and I think it's a good legacy to leave to your children. Especially, we're Americans. That's what we do.
Right.
Everybody can't do what we do.
And I think within the last 3 years, there's like a growing pride that may not have been there for everybody in gun ownership.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I think more and more women are coming out their shell to bond with their husbands.
They're doing that shit to be bonding with other women.
Right.
True.
There's so many women groups right now. It's amazing. Armel, what up?
Any man who is secure in his own, I'm going to say manhood, understands that there has been an oppression of women, just like there's been oppression of different minority groups and things like that. And there's a thing that I always say. I believe that women can have a better understanding of what oppression is like because you are to an extent. There's an oppression that is done, and it's not all men, because a real man understands the power of his woman, and you're not scared of it. It doesn't bother your manhood. But there's been a thing where, I don't need my woman to be subservient to me. I mean, my wife is strong. She's strong-willed. Sometimes it's hard to deal with her, but hey, sometimes it's hard to deal with me. But if something to jump off, I need her to be able to handle it if I can. That's how I look at it. That was one of the reasons that attracted me to her. She's smart, she's strong, and she don't take no shit. And I like that. And men need to stop letting women or thinking that a woman being a woman and being strong is diminishing them. It's not, because a real woman knows how to let her man be strong.
Yeah.
Right.
Knows how to make him strong and make him motivated and keep him motivated and make him feel a certain way. It's one of the things I love about my wife. Sometimes she can be real strong about it, but she let me be a man. She don't stop me from doing it.
That's right. No wrong with that.
Kick
up Dust. What up? So
hey,
what's going on, man?
So first of all, shout out to all the women. I can't go through my Instagram feed, my YouTube, without seeing women trainers. They are really shutting shit down. They are really making it I don't want to call it any more interesting, but they're showing that there's some progression in firearms for women. They're showing that there's a goal to reach. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. I really appreciate that. Shout out to all the women that are doing that, and they're taking over. Skilly, what up?
I like the fact that most of these women are dressed up and showing you don't have to look rough or be boyish in order to handle a firearm. You can still look cute and
be yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I like most about the women that are coming out with it. You don't have to be all like,
Yep. Refrigerator Q, what up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, family?
What
Everything.
How everybody doing?
Good, bro.
Real deal, fat guy with guns.
What's up, man?
But yeah, man, for me, like it started off as a hobby. Like I had an interest, as a kid, always having an interest in guns, just period. But then as I got older and actually became of age and bought my first firearm, it was just like a little hobby. Like, okay, cool, something I could do. I was always one of those guys that tried to do things that I could, in the sense of like, as soon as I turned 18, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I like go buy some or bought a lottery ticket. Like as soon as I turned 21, I was like, gotta go get a drink, and like I gotta show my ID. Like, so, that was kind of something that I did like in that sense. But now, when you think about being responsible gun owner and someone that concealed carries, open carries, I'm pretty much have my firearm. I have a firearm on me when I leave the house pretty much any time now. So it's more of like a lifestyle. Like, I feel like for some people it is like a little trend and it's trendy and it's cool. And, you want to post your stuff on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that.
Dang.
That's cool. And that's just kind of like the wave. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think this is going to end anytime soon. I really just think we kind of just in the middle of it almost. You know what I mean? Because for a lot of us, owning firearms was not something that was even like we didn't even know that it was a legitimate legal option for a lot of us.
Yeah, and didn't know that once you own it, there's people and places to go with it.
Right, and things to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, I wanted a little dirt bike, but there wasn't nowhere in my neighborhood to ride no dirt bike.
Yeah.
So having one would have just put me in a bad situation more than likely. And so luckily for me, and despite of my dad's best efforts, my mom knew that wasn't something we needed to have. So, I mean, but I don't think that anybody who kind of gets into firearms is going to, like, if you take it seriously, which you should, it's always going to be something that you're going to have to kind of focus on. It's going to always be something you're going to need to do, some kind of skill you need to learn.
Yeah.
So, it's always going to be some new product. It's always going to be something that's going to catch your eye. And for those of us who've kind of, taking it to that next level,
like for me, it's a lot more than usual because I don't think it's going to go back to the way it was. I can recall, like I say, go back just 5 years ago. I can remember going to the range after Christmas was just like people going to the gym after New Year's. It would be January, February, maybe a little bit into March. Everything would be packed. And all of a sudden, it would stop. And it would just be all the real shooters there. It's not like that anymore. And I remember that waiting for the rush to be gone so I can just go have my way at the range because I'm a real shooter and now there are a lot more people who have come and they're becoming real shooters, or either they were hiding before and now they're coming out now because of the climate or what's going on or whatever. Everybody exercising their rights or whatever. And I don't think that's gonna go back anymore. I think we're kind of where we are, unless things are gonna have some sort of drastic change, which I don't expect them to, because once they fuck things up, I expect them to stay fucked up. That's usually how it works. So I don't think we'll go back anymore. I think it's on the rise, and that's the reason why there's such a they try to put such a stigmatism to it and try to demonize it so much because people are waking up and like, listen, I may need to have this.
Let me ask y'all opinion though.
What up, Fish?
Do you, Big Fish? What up? What's popping? Do you think that the stigma, sometimes when so many people get into something, they do make shit look kind of bad, loose, unsafe, disorganized because of the trenders? You got people who's into it.
Yeah, you gotta
trenders.
You gotta that stuff. I don't know how you say it, but that stuff, it'll even itself out because those people will drop off because there's first of all, if you really get into it, there's a large expense. It was always an expense, but now it's an even greater expense. So if you really get into it, you got to be willing to put your time and your resources. You got to really put your treasure into it. And
oh boy, you ain't lied about that.
Once you really make that decision and you get into it, you in it. Like I say, it's a lifestyle. When you're a real gun person, it's your lifestyle. It ain't just you buying one or two things. This is how you live. This is what you do. That's why you're surrounded by a bunch of gun stuff. I can look everywhere in this room, and everywhere someone points to the fact that, hey, this guy got a bunch of guns.
Yeah.
Besides the stuff you can see behind me, there's stuff all over this place.
That's money. What up?
Chosen to make that part of my life, part of my family's life, train my son, everybody. That's what I've chosen to do. So it's a great responsibility, but I think it's something that sets you apart from everybody else.
And you know what's crazy? You might go a day in life, everybody in here, you might go a day in life and not see a plane. You might go a day in life and not see a train. But goddamn, if you can't go a day in life and not somehow, some way see a gun.
I was wondering where you was going with that one, bro.
Yeah, yo, that's the truth. I don't know, and it's not. You don't have to be a gun owner. You could be a fucking 5-year-old kid in the middle of a prairie somewhere. There's gonna be a television show, or there's gonna be the news. There's gonna be some cartoon, G.I. Joe, any fucking thing is gonna be a gun involved every day in somebody's life. And people are still fucking frightened as all hell.
Because they don't want you to they don't want you to realize what type of power. There's a reason why the United States has the biggest guns. Now there are other places that have big guns too, but it's not just the guns that the government have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who said it, but there was a statement made one time: don't invade American soil because there'll be a gun behind every blade of grass. That is a prevalent thing that if we get on American soil, we ain't just got to deal with the soldiers. We got to deal with the populace. That's one of the reasons why our Second Amendment exists, is to deal with a tyrannical government. And just in case somebody decide they want to come over and do some shit, our people can kick ass too. That's part of it, because we fight against each other. But as soon as somebody does something to us collectively, we fight with each other, and then we go back to fighting each other after we beat the shit out of them. That's usually how it works.
Yeah, yep. And there's a whole lot of that. Ramsey J, what up? What's popping?
What up, Ramsey?
Ah, shit. Same OG. What's the word, brother?
What up, OG?
Skilly, what's good?
Hey, I'm here. Popping, brother.
What's going on, fam?
Oh, Gunrilla Rick. She said, hit that Cash App. Stop playing.
Right.
That's right. Kick up Dusty American way.
Now.
That's who we are. We're born out of revolution, man. That's who we are. And right or wrong, and
you know what?
With all the bullshit we got going on here, we're born out of revolution.
And with that revolution, sometimes we don't know where to put that energy.
Right.
When we run out of putting the energy where it's supposed to be, we put the energy.
And not to mention the fact that there is a class that pits that energy against each other for their own benefit. That's why there's always strong. There's a strong divide thing that goes on. That has nothing to do with anything else other than people wanting to get more than others. If I can keep you guys fighting each other, I can keep robbing y'all blind all at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, divide and conquer has always been a good strategy.
Yep. That's why I say it takes something to happen, and then all of a sudden we want to fight together. It takes something to happen. Then we'll fight together. You know, with this, as soon as we kill the enemy or put the enemy down, we back fighting each other. And there's a group of people that want us to keep fighting each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Billy, what you think?
Oh man, just looking for you guys. It started out as me protecting myself and ended up becoming a very expensive hobby.
You know what? You're the perfect person to talk to. I know you like the to build the Lego cars, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure that when you get into it, you'll be like, oh shit, they just dropped a new Corvette, they just dropped a new Mustang motorcycle, whatever the fuck it may be. In that hobby, is it wavy? Like, are you interested in it full blown crazy, or do you get like these high points, low points?
I done got full crazy into Legos only because I don't shoot a lot. So that became, I guess, a replacement for me going out and shoot. So then I just picked up a pickup truck that I just bought that I got to put together. I just picked up another Mustang that I got to put together. I got another one that I got to put together. So it's like guns to me, man. Once I get into something, I get into it, and I get into it heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's your thing, man, if that's what you like I'm into the cars too, like Billy is, the RC cars. But it's something I sort of pick up and put down.
Yeah.
Guns I don't pick up and put down unless I'm picking up an actual one and you gotta pick up another one. It's just
for me, I was running through hobbies too. Like I had got into the RC car. I bought one or two, and it kind of lasted for a little while. I kept tearing them up. It was fun repairing them. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of part of it. But then I got into COVID. I fooled around with car audio. That's something I've been kind of fooling around with since like high school. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in and out of that. But it's just like at a certain point, the difference I guess for me with firearms is that when I kind of started thinking of it from a self-defense standpoint, and think about how serious that, these are tools. You know what I'm saying? It's not a weapon till you use it as a weapon. But, when I started to kind of have a better respect for it outside of just, some cool to do, like, oh yeah, I got a pistol. You know what I mean? Like once I really started to understand, like to me, like it's no longer like a hobby.
Well, all right. So here's the thing with me. I'm probably 80% hobby with firearms because I know I've done the training. I've gotten my basic home defense, self-defense shit. The rest of the guns that I got, I don't fucking need.
Nope.
I don't need them shit. I
You
got
don't-
enough.
You don't
You know what I'm
use
saying?
them, but you know how to use them, don't you?
I know how to use them, but probably will never use them. At least in the self-defense, I go, hone in on the craft or whatever. But I could have done just fine with 5 or 6 guns. So now,
See, I hadn't even got to that point.
huh?
I said I hadn't even got to that point. Like I literally own 3 firearms.
Damn.
What?
Oh well, shoot. I'm in my 15th to 16th one, 17th one.
Right? I was about to say, wait, what?
No.
Yeah, because for me off the bat, like when I got into it, I was more into training than just randomly buying firearms. Now, again, because at the beginning, I had several different. This was just a hobby for me. Like I wasn't putting all my eggs in one basket, so to say. So you know what I'm saying? I bought a new gun, but then I bought 2 12s and an amp. So you know what I'm saying? So for me, but now that it's kind of becoming more of a profession, like I still don't feel like you have to have some huge collection. Like every mechanic that ain't got 1,000 cars.
But they got 1,000.
But the cars that he have, the cars they have,
they got 1,000 too,
right, exactly. So yeah, I may not only have but 3 guns, but that's what I'm collecting. It's tools and learning processes and trying to get my knowledge up. You know what I'm saying? And product and stuff like that. So for me, from where I stand, now that I have those 3, of course, I have other guns that I want, and I will surely be getting them in the near future. But it just for everybody depends on what you're looking at it from, and what's your ultimate goal of what you're doing with these firearms. You know what I'm saying? Like for Zach, it being therapy. That's to me a legitimate. That's a legitimate reason to put money into that.
That's right.
So yeah, you might want to buy a firearm that I might not necessarily ever think of buying because you're just going to go and use it in the range. Whereas for me, as I'm buying for my personal collection, it's got to have maybe more of a certain purpose. Maybe I bought it because I don't have a roller delay, or I need a shotgun. I need, striker fire pistol. I need a hammer fire pistol. I need a revolver. You know what I mean? So everybody kind of have to build this stuff up on their own. But man, let me get back on the job.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
a little break didn't last. I tried to stretch it as long as I could, but show some love.
I appreciate I appreciate that because that point of view is dope, and we were talking about that earlier, and I appreciate what you said, man, because I gotta yell at some people around every now and again, because they buying shit. I'm like, bro, you don't need that.
Protect that. Ain't no shame, man. Ain't no shame. I got plenty of friends that love buying stuff and will buy and buy and buy and buy, but that's cool. Just let me shoot it. You don't want to shoot.
Yeah, that's all.
Later, y'all.
It's funny. I started getting guns because Billy, you know where we from. You can't get no guns. I lived in the city, so to me, have the freedom to be able to do it. And then my first gun I ever purchased wasn't for sport or for hobby. It was for protection. It was the gun that I bought that I was gonna carry and I was gonna use to protect myself and my family and whoever else. And that's how it all started. And I wasn't doing that right. And the day that I had the epiphany that I need to start doing this right is when you start educating yourself and learning different things and moving into why this bullet does this and why this doesn't do that and why this, and then you get intricate and you get into it enough, it becomes something that's interesting. There's an art to shooting. There's an art to making firearms. There's an art to making different rounds because you want to know. You build your own rounds so you can try to figure out what the harmonics of your barrel of your long distance rifle is. So you can get the most out of that rifle. It's
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
when you get into it. There's
This
a lot.
stage to it. Drew Hill, what up? What up? Kingdom
What up,
Defense was popping. Big Zoe, what the word is?
Hold on.
Oops, sorry,
Alex
man.
wants to show Kick Up
That's
Dust.
true. Kick up dust. That's true.
Kick Up Dust. Alex wants to show you something. I'm a turkey.
No. Get on a turkey costume. That
Go
Go to bed, boy.
look like a chicken costume.
Go to bed, boy. This guy is Mike, what up, bro?
Yo, what's up? How y'all doing?
Yeah, what up,
Everything
Mike?
smooth. How you feel?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I'm just working right now. But so the topic is what, like firearms, or what we talking about?
Yeah, firearms. Well, so the topic is the actual, conversation is, do you feel that any part of your firearm ownership or interest or whatever is part of a trend? Something that can die down, something that your interest in certain levels can, get from, oh, I need this, I want that, it's new, and then it kind of just, hits the floor and lose interest to you.
Like for me, I just look at, what people say about it, and I just do my own research on it. I'm like, okay, is this a firearm that I want to have in my collection? Is this a firearm that I want to train with? For me, I'm a competition shooter. I look at different firearms that are great for competition. Some are great for everyday carry, and also 3-gun for a rifle as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm looking into doing 3-gun competition.
Uh-huh.
So I already have a rifle, and I'm looking to get a shotgun for 3-gun competition as well. I already have my pistol ready to go, but I'm just looking for a shotgun for competition. So
all right, so you're at a good pinnacle in your interest, your hobby level, your excitement for firearms or whatever. Do you have any other hobbies that you were into prior?
Well, I'm a truck driver, so that's one of my favorite things to do. I love to drive trucks. I love to be on the road and see different sceneries.
Mm-hmm. I dig that. Well, all right. So here's this. Now, when you first, matter of fact, shout out to truck drivers, Brian Slaughter. What up? That's my brother from New York. Glad you stopped by, hang out with me. Yeah, $2 truck driver too. Sometimes, like when I first studied for the test, I was watching truck driving videos. I was watching tests. I was taking tests online and practice tests, all that. I was zoned into it.
Yeah.
It kind of lightened up. And I stopped watching videos. When I used to fly planes, I used to watch videos on how to fly planes all the fucking time. I'd listen to radio traffic, all that shit. And then it kind of died down. I stopped wanting to fly less. It's great to have it as a skill, but at the same time, the hobby side or the interest always kind of backs off. I was into motorcycles. I could bust down motorcycles, paint them, do engine work. Ride them, do stunt shows, tricks, and then it kind of just died down. My interest in it died down. Do you see that type of thing going for you, Mike? And as far as with firearms or whatever, was there a point where you were more excited about them than you are now?
Like, okay, so like the very, very first time that I went to the gun range, I was like 15 years old, and my father took me to the gun range. The very, very first firearm that I shot was a shotgun. So, and then the second one I shot was a pistol. I was more looking into pistols than shotguns, really. So, if that answers your question,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hey, real deal.
Yes, sir.
All right, now I'm always looking or excited to see, and Zach hears me say this shit every other week. Yo, I'm excited to see what the new thing is to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to be interested in looking forward to in firearms? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is there something that you know, either recently heard of that you just did not know existed, where you were like,
so this weekend I checked the mail and I got my NRA magazine,
mm-hmm.
and in the front cover was the Savage, hang on a second, the Savage 6 gauge. It's a tactical shotgun. Semi-automatic. Yeah, they call it six. They call it the 6 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of it. It's not a 6 gauge. It's a 12 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
But the semi-automatic. And I looked at that, and just the look of it got me excited. So today I started looking at YouTube videos, and I started pricing.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Is it semi-auto Savage?
Yeah.
Really?
Let's see, you fucked up everybody's head, right?
What's it called again?
The Savage 6 gauge. See, real deal. Shit like that keeps the fire burning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just dropped the bomb on a whole lot of people that's going to be diving in and, you know, like all night looking into it if they like it or when is it coming out. That's the shit that I want to keep stirring my pot, because I started feeling myself.
I don't though, because all your hobbies are freaking expensive.
But all hobbies will be expensive. It's
Yeah.
golf.
Defending my family is expensive.
Golfing's expensive.
You're talking about flying planes, driving boats, firearms, racing.
There's nothing wrong with driving boats.
You know, this morning before work.
Expensive.
This morning before work, I got my reloader machine out and I got it all ready to start pumping out 9mm because I'm getting ready to start reloading 9 because snow's coming.
Yeah, yo, that would be something that I would want to get into. I know there's a lot of ups and downs on reloading. Like, should you do it? Is it worth it? Not worth it? That's a whole different conversation. Yeah. But I think that's a part of the firearm ownership that I haven't dove into yet.
Yeah.
And yeah,
you know, Zach and RGG and all them guys helped me out because they came down and we spent the day at the gun range shooting, tons of ammo. All that brass is just laying out there. I went this weekend and picked it all up. I'm gonna be tumbling it and reloading it. You know, it's free brass.
That's what you do.
Free brass.
Yeah. Shit. So, you know, I think I'm always, you know, and I think I spoke about this last week or the week before. I'm always looking for a new interest that can further this, you know, and my wife wants to do more shotgun shooting, like trap and skeet, which for me, it doesn't really interest me. And I guess until I do it, because once I do it, it's probably going to be like the shit.
But we don't have to have the same interest, is what I'm saying. Sometimes your hobbies and my hobbies are both expensive. Maybe sometimes your hobby should take a back
Split
seat.
it up.
So I can enjoy my hobbies.
Cameraman.
Hey,
Cameraman.
just
I hear you.
Zach,
2 minutes.
the name of that shotgun is Savage Renegade Security Shotgun.
Security.
All right. I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah,
you should look into it.
I am.
Sounds like a over $1,000 shotgun to me.
It is low. Yeah, and when I went to price it, I'm like, dang it, it would have been nice though.
I'll prefer a Beretta shotgun, man. You know, pay over $1,000.
Yeah.
You know what? They got those Beretta clones coming out that I've heard some mixed reviews on. Good and
the Gerson regards. Are you talking about those? Yep, I own 2, and they're great.
Like them?
Yes, sir. They take Beretta parts.
Yeah.
One of them I got the M Carbo kit, and then it was a huge difference. So at first the double pull was at 10 pounds, and then it dropped, and then with the M Carbo kit it dropped down to 7 pounds, and then for the single it was at 3 pounds, and it dropped down to 2.5 pounds.
And what'd you pay for it new?
The kit?
The shotgun.
Oh, no, you're talking about a handgun.
No, he's talking about the shotgun.
No.
Oh,
I was talking about the Gerson regard.
The regard is like the Beretta 92.
Shotgun mode, and I was thinking you're talking about Benelli.
I know, my bad. And Benelli M4 is a dope ass shotgun to have.
Yeah, but I wouldn't pay no $2,000 for no shotgun though.
But they came out with those clones of the Benelli.
Who has a Benelli, Zach? I forget. Somebody had a Benelli, and
Black
you,
Poindexter, don't he got one? Did he bring one down to the national? I mean, to the meetup.
the meetup. I don't know. I think it
He
was
had
a
a green, he
female.
had a green shotgun. It was like
Tina,
a
Tactical Tina has a Benelli M4.
Tactical Tina has everything.
Yeah, she got everything. But she carries the staccato. Like
For a fact.
Staccato is a really nice gun, but in my preference, is it really that serious to spend $3,500?
Not for me.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's within where you're comfortable being within. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Ramsey, you're right. BP does have a Benelli M4
I
too.
thought that's what we shoot down there in Nashville. I thought that was good.
So, Mike, think about this.
I will say this. For Staccato, they got the full size, they got the combat, and they also got the CS that I heard that just came out, which is a really goofy name.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you got the full size, you got the combat, you got the CS. The full size, of course, is gonna be competition wise. Combat is gonna be everyday carry. The CS is also gonna be everyday carry too. Let's just put it that way. Now, for me, when I started getting into competition, the only pistol that I was looking at, like the only cheap, well, not cheap but inexpensive firearm that I was looking for competition was a Beretta 92. You can never go wrong with a Beretta 92 because of the fact that it's old school, understandable, but they're great.
I hear that, but here's the thing of it.
Yeah.
If to talk back on Staccato or whatever, $3,000, $4,000 gun or whatever.
Yeah.
It's that level of comfort that you get to, or that level of interest, or that level of reasoning for performance, and that's why that money costs that. Somebody get a Staccato, and it's the dopest gun around for a lot of people, but to somebody with Atlas, the Staccato is like an entry level thing. You know what I'm saying? So it matters on what tier you're at. That's going to decide that. Now, you say a Beretta. Now, a guy that is into Taurus and shoots nothing but Taurus is going to be like, why would you spend $700-800 on a Beretta when you could just buy a Taurus and do the same thing? So it kind of just matters on the space that you're in, where the logic that you see or why you spent money on whatever it is.
I was looking at both the Gerson and the Taurus or Terrace. I chose the Gerson over the Terrace because it's better quality.
Mm-hmm.
Now with the Terrace, it didn't feel right in the hand because of the fact that I'm like, okay, it's a nice gun, but you also got to touch it with your bare hands. I'm like, okay, is it something that I want to shoot with? Does it feel comfortable? It didn't feel comfortable, in my opinion. I chose a Gerson because of the fact that it has finger grooves and it feels much better in hand.
I dig it.
So, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Go ahead, William.
I don't know. I know I think they're both really good guns.
Mm.
But the funny thing is the Taurus is made, they are literally made on the same machines that the Berettas were made on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I read. That's what I read. I was just oh wow. So they're
because at one time either Taurus owned Beretta or Beretta owned Taurus, just like the revolvers. At one time, Smith owned Taurus or Taurus owned Smith. They were owned by the same company and they were sister companies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Big Fish. People will justify what they spend as far as what they have to spend. You know what I'm saying? So,
there's nothing wrong with the Staccato. I can't afford it.
Yeah, you're gonna speak from the space that you're in.
It just to me it's not worth it. It's not worth spending $3,500 on a gun. Like just on one particular pistol, I would say.
Yeah,
it's just not that serious.
Staccato, it wouldn't be no everyday carry. That would be almost like I don't know. It's just me. If I was to get one, it wouldn't be to because I see a lot of people everyday carrying them, but I wouldn't everyday carry it.
For me, the firearm, like I said, that I really would like to have is a Masterpiece Arms, and
those are nice.
A little more than the Staccato. Well, a little. There's some Staccatos that cost more, but it's in the $3,500 range or something like that. And I would somehow, some way, when I have the opportunity, justify my reasoning for getting that. You know, it's not that I don't have other things that do the same thing that gun can do, but you know, it's a goal in a sense. You know, it's something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And it's hard to buy a wish gun because once you get your wish gun, what the fuck are you gonna wish more for? You know what I'm saying?
But
So
there's
I
other
just
things
keep it
you
at a
can wish
distance.
for.
I keep it at a distance.
Do you like SIGs too?
I have a few.
Okay. Now there was a brand new SIG 226X5 that just came out. Did you look at that one?
Yeah, I looked at it.
The
I have,
gun the gun is really nice. It's really nice.
Yep.
They have it at one of the local gun stores out here in Chicago called Eagle Sports Range. The gun is nice, but the price, maybe not. It's like 2,300 or something like that.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't, you know, for that. I got an X5 Legion. I think that performs in the SIG world. X5 Legion is a strong arm. In the competition world, X5 Legion is a strong. In the duty world, et cetera, et cetera. So I think I'm good with, you know, at least on that side of things. I'm fine. Now, anything else would be more of a showpiece or a hard working competition gun if I did. But either way, we're way off topic.
So I have a theory. Quick, I have a theory about SIG. So I have a theory that SIG will eventually dethrone Glock because SIG got the military contract, and the aftermarket for SIG is getting huge, like Glock is. And you can do more stuff with SIG. I think eventually SIG will become the king of the handgun for aftermarket stuff. That's just my theory.
All right, I got a different theory. I think the possibility of Canik overrunning SIG and Glock in popularity, modularity, performance, I think ability is already there. I think Canik is going to replace a lot of U.S. based companies in the short future, in the near future.
I have a problem with that. I'd be happy with that if it happens.
Yeah. I know, Armel. I know.
Canik,
but hey, it is what it is. Huh?
No, I was gonna say, Canik was my very, very first firearm that I bought during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Let's see, the Canik. I bought a Canik Special Force. Love that gun. Put over 1,000 rounds through it, and I regret trading it in for another gun.
Yeah, why you did that? Why'd you do such a silly thing?
hey, it was a lesson learned for me, man. I mean, you know, someone told me, I'm like, hey, there's gonna be a time where if you want to buy yourself another firearm, you might accidentally trade in one of your pistols. And I said, no, I'm not gonna do that. And I end up doing that.
That's all right. Well, it's easy to replace that. It's easy to go back on that. That's why I think Canik is going to be so successful because they're that attainable. You know what I'm saying? Charles Johnson.
The reason why you get so much with those guns, and here's the biggest thing, is that when you have a factory that's owned basically by that government,
yeah,
and you have people that get such low wages, you can make a quality firearm and give them a lot of stuff with it. That's what ends up happening. It's like Zastava. Zastava makes a great AK platform or AK-74, whatever you want to call it. They make a great platform, but those guns are made in a specific factory somewhere that are controlled a certain type of way, so they can offer you such a great firearm at such a great value.
Right.
And so that's why I understand making the reason why a staccato costs what it does, the reason why a masterpiece arms costs what it does. Understand your manufacturing because it's made here. And you got to pay our people to build that stuff, and then you have to pay. And you just do. You're not going to be able to pay a guy $3 an hour to build a staccato. You may have to pay him $25, $30 an hour. When he probably should be making more. But it sort of is what it is. I mean, I got into mechanics by mistake basically, and I stuck with them because they work. So I don't.
Why you say by mistake?
Because I read an article. It was one of the NRA articles. It said, "Is this the Glock killer?" That's what it said. And you think about Glock, I didn't care that it was gonna kill the Glock or whatever, because I don't think that there is any Glock killer, because what Glock is to the firearms industry, there's no Glock killer. But when I went and shot the gun, I was like, okay, it was reliable. I ran rounds through it. It was different because the trigger, it's got like a single action, double action trigger. It had the decocker on the top. It was different, but I enjoyed shooting the gun. So as I progressed through their line of firearms, I'm like, yo, there's nobody that can tell me that they're not good guns, because I have rounds through all of them and I've shot them. I haven't had a problem. I haven't had issues with them. The guns work. I mean, they had an issue one time with they were putting these heavy springs inside there because they're mil-spec guns. They were putting these heavy springs in there. When they saw there was an issue with that, they started shipping out free springs. But the gun worked. This was funny with some of the ammo. Like, you had to use 124 grain NATO rounds. That's what I had to use at first. And they changed that over time, like with anything. Like over in Turkey, they're a big deal.
Listen,
Turkey, here they're not. It's just like people look at Tankfolio and other companies. Those guns are like, those are big guns, and they make good products.
America has a tunnel vision on what's good and what's bad, not realizing that when you go to South America, Taurus runs everything. When you go to Turkey, Gersan, Canik, Sarzamaz run everything. We're a small fish.
We live in the golden age of firearms.
Yeah,
we do.
Right,
because the technology is not new anymore. It's old. It's the same way you go look at it, like different optics and stuff. Like, there's new stuff that they're becoming innovative with. You got companies building things, but the technology is old. And if I can take something that's old but was good at some time, and I can build it and go make a clone of it or whatever, and make a hell of a clone, it's the same way. Like I was talking with our brother Coy about how with the Rolex watches, with the movement, but then there's like a Japanese movement that's just as good as the Rolex movement. And you ain't got to spend the same amount of money on it, and you can go get it, because people find a way to build a better mousetrap, and not all the time is it going to be a cheap mousetrap. You can build a clone of something and it be quality, and it works just as well. I mean, you can do that. It's possible. It doesn't work every time, but it's possible to do.
Well, the secret formula is out. All the gun companies know the secret formula. You know, in the beginning, Glock had the secret formula. You cannot deny that. They made they didn't make the first polymer striker fire gun. H&K did, but Glock made it to it worked. And then Glock was genius when they came out with the guns, because what they did was they sold all their guns to the police force at like cost, at cheap, because they knew if the police had it, the civilian market would want it. And then they allowed their guns to be in all the movies, and they didn't care if the good guys used their gun or the bad guy used their gun, because it was free advertisement. And you go back in the 90 movies, everybody had Glocks. Yeah, Die Hard 2. They're probably smuggling guns in here because they got those new Glocks that are plastic. And then you had politicians saying the same thing.
Yeah. So I didn't know nothing about guns. And all of a sudden I heard about this gun that can go through the airport without being detected.
That's right.
You know, Right.
But I'm seeing what Big Fish said. Big Fish, I want the Rolls Royce too. But if I can't buy the Rolls Royce, I'm gonna get the fucking Chrysler that look like the Rolls Royce, because that's what I can get. And ain't nothing, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want the Rolls Royce. I want the $12,000 gun, but I can't afford the $12,000 gun right now. So I get what to shoot with it. And then the funny thing is, you have your $12,000 gun. I'll take my $500 gun and I'll shoot your ass. But anyway, what you got to say then? Because that's what it all boils down to, really. It boils down to, does your gun go bang every time you pull the damn trigger? Yeah, that's what it boils down. If we want to just get down to brass tacks where the rubber meets the road, that's what it boils down to. All the flexing and stuff, okay, all that shit is fun. That's good. I like it. But if you got a bunch of guns and you can flex and you can't use them shits, I don't give a fuck that you got them. Honestly, let me just tell you where I'm standing.
I feel you on that.
Absolutely.
Let me. I know it is. This is a conversation that I had recently, and sometimes spending money, overspending. I mean, you can spend on what you want to spend, But overspending or spending money just because of the common interest, or somebody says it's a better product when the cloned item is the same thing. I don't feel there's any, issue or whatever. And
if I was getting hostile, motherfucker, you would know it.
If you buy,
hostile.
I will say this.
Just so you know, and you know who I'm talking to. I'm not getting hostile. If I was getting hostile, you would know. So stop the stupid shit, or you won't be able to say shit. Bottom line, and I'm not saying it again.
I will say this.
All right, go ahead.
I will say this. If you want to buy a clone, you could turn an inexpensive gun into an expensive gun.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when we were talking about the Beretta clones. You could buy a $500 Beretta clone gun, turn it into an $800 gun. If it takes the same interchangeable parts, you could turn it into a Beretta 92.
I get it. I hear it.
I'm just saying.
Armel, you hit that nail on the head. There's certain things, and that's what Zach was saying. Technology is a moving something. So when Browning, when Browning came out with the 1911, anything after it, no matter how good or bad it was a clone. You know what I'm saying? And we see certain guns as like, Ed Brown or a Dan Wesson, these higher upper echelons, but at the end of the day, they're just clones. You know what I'm saying? They're just a clone. They're a good ass clone, high value clone, but they're just a repeat of a newer technology that is being enhanced over time.
And they just said it. It's like the Glock. It's like the Glock, the Gen 3 clones. Most of the Gen 3 clones are better than the original Gen 3 Glock. It's because they took the design because you can use it now and you improve on it. And then that's what ends up happening. That's why you got the 1911, which I think is like one of the greatest platforms ever. They took it and they turned it into the 2011. So they made it a double stack version.
Yeah.
And now it's better. It still has its issues with it too, but a regular 1911 has its issues also.
Every firearm has their pros and cons, really.
Right. It's still a great gun. It is what it is.
Friend, what up? Hey, I'm gonna pause everything for a quick second. Hey, this is a family channel, y'all, so we're gonna try to keep it mellow and damn sure peaceful. All right.
What up, friend?
Everybody, I appreciate it. So yeah, that's the thing. So all right, now imagine this.
Good question your brother asked.
What's the difference between person who buys? Not much of a difference. Not much of a difference, because here's this. A lot of times when people ask or say, cry once or buy once, or best bang for your buck, you speak from the space that you're in, and it's a wonderful space to be in, to be able to get what you want, get what you think has value, and you can't knock any of that. You can't, you definitely can't hold back any of that space from somebody who's in that space. Let them enjoy that space, but at the same time, you got to respect the person that doesn't have that to be in their space, and that doesn't prevent them from being an amazing shooter, an amazing driver. Shit, you would have people in $70,000-$80,000 cars, racing, and here comes guys in Honda Civics that they bought for $1,000, rebuilt engines, and whooping the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, the guy in these Cats and Queens was good for that.
Yeah, exactly. So there's plenty of space for you being the best of the best at what you do because of your skill set. You know what I'm saying? The gun ain't gonna do shit no matter what you spend. It ain't gonna shoot itself. It ain't gonna point itself. You know what I'm saying? So we all, there's no difference except for what people are willing to come out of their pocket for, or what they put value in. You know what I'm saying?
I like quantity over just, honestly, because we've had this is a conversation that we have all the time. I like the quantity aspect of it. It could just be the hoarder in me, because I'm a bit of a hoarder. I am. I know I am. But I like the quantity aspect of it. I like it.
Yeah.
I can go get 6 really nice things instead of just one. I'm gonna get the 6 nice ones instead of the one nice thing.
Yeah, I mean that.
That's true.
That's just what I'm doing.
I'll be that way.
I agree.
Yo, Randy, what up? What's popping? What's popping? T Mash, my brother, what's going on? Yo, are y'all going to the meetup? Skilly.
No,
No. Forget it.
Skilly, are you going to the meetup?
Y'all already know I'm not going to the meetup. Y'all know this. Why would y'all put me on blast like this? Y'all are no.
Asking you, I want you to be there.
Why have enemies when you have brothers like you on the front row? Why have enemies when you have brothers right here? That I love you, brothers. That's all I'm gonna say.
I want to see you there. That's why.
I know, man. Y'all know my situation, man. I wish I could. I'd be there.
There's a lot of time between now and next year. There's a whole lot of time, man. A lot.
Hey, Billy. Who let the bad guy in?
Oh, they go praying.
No. What's up?
We're trying to do our home.
As soon as I popped up in the chat, Billy said, "Hey, y'all, this is a family channel." I'm
come here with us.
What's up, panel? What's up, Billy?
I won't be going to the meetup.
Zach?
What's going on, good people? What's going on?
What's going on?
What's up, Phil?
I won't be going to the meetup because I got a competition match to go to around those times.
Okay. We'll be thinking about
I got a question.
Go ahead.
When you say you can shoot just as good as someone or whatever like that, what if they can shoot too, but they just on some other shit? They on that high end stuff. So like, I'm just saying when people say things like that, it sounds a certain way. You know what I mean? Like it's like
it doesn't sound a certain way. I said what I meant. It's taken a certain way.
No. It sounds like a justification though. Like you said, you would.
It's not a justification because I did before that. I prefaced it saying I would love to have the $12,000.
Exactly. That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make.
And
you know what I'm saying?
What you saying?
I would love to have it, but I can take my $500 gun and I'll shot niggas with $12,000.
Same thing. Yeah.
Of course, you speak my language.
It's not a justification. Everybody would love to have the high price, shiny, nice thing, but if you can't, you get what you can. If you can make yourself,
not everybody. Some people just don't like that type of shit. Like for real.
I think most people do like it, but you talk and you move from where you are. And I would love to have all of the fancy stuff as much as I could, but I'm satisfied with what I got because I know I can get busy with what I got. So,
I would put more money into training than I would an actual firearm.
But also, Zach got a different point of view too, because he's been doing it a while, kind of like me. You know, I mean, we've been in this gun shit for a minute. So like, when you start out, it's different from where you at right now. You know what I mean? Like you justify and look at purchases a lot differently than you did with that first gun. When you're looking at that $500 tag, like, damn, I'm gonna have to save for this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, it's like you'll start budgeting to make those dreams happen. You'll start. You know what I mean? It's more of a priority now than it was in the beginning. Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
I'm more on finding a good deal now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in that space where I'm looking for a good deal. If I can do something like what Real Deal did. Real Deal has a 300 blackout and a 5.56 with the same lure. Like I'm into like doing things like that now versus going out and buying 2 guns. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm into saving and deal finding now. You know what I'm saying? Like but that's me though. Everybody's different. Everybody, some people got
their ups.
Yeah, I understand exactly what you mean. It's like sometimes you just can't do, and when you can't, you make things happen the way that you can.
Exactly.
I'm all with that. You get what you can, but it don't mean I don't like the nice thing. And if I can make the nice thing happen, or the nicer thing, I should say, or the more expensive thing, I make it happen when I want to make it happen.
But Real Deal inspired something that I project that I want to do, and I want a lure. I want like a everything lure with like where I can chamber pretty much everything. Like I want a lure that I can swap out and shoot 5.56 and 308 and 9mm, and you know what I'm saying. I want like a plethora of uppers in this one lure. Like that's the next project that I'm kind of on, and that's because I seen what Real Deal did at the meet when he had the 2 uppers, which were dope, and they were matching too. You know what I'm saying? So
that benefit. That's the magic. That's the beauty of ARs.
Yeah, it is. That was one of the things I learned early on. The beauty of an AR. It's like I call it the Lego of rifles.
Yep. But I think the biggest thing is we're all gonna justify and speak from the space that we're in, and it's not common that we're gonna understand the other person's thought process or movements on what they do or whatever. And we just until we get where we're going, it's just gonna be that we're gonna believe in strongly, about what we can have. You know what I'm saying? Or how we make movements and train. Like I could spend $3,000 on a gun, and Real Deal could sit back and say, "I got my own fucking gun range." How fucking right. You know what I'm saying? Like can do some other shit. Fucking Print. I might got fucking 100 rounds of 9mm, and Print is
coming stealing it.
No, that's hey.
But I got a stockpile. He was about to say I got a stockpile. I got 10,000 rounds.
That's big facts. And I think if you really serious about it, I think one pistol and one rifle, have your fucking gear and you're ready, and those are your go-tos, and those are the two guns you need to be 100 down with. Like you need to be trained up. You need to know how to manipulate, clean, rebuild that whole damn gun if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Like put rounds down those guns, and then everything else after that, that's just a luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was one of the reasons why I went with the AR platform, because when I realized that I couldn't just readily just build an AK, I was like, now an AR, I can build them, I can learn how to build them, how to make them better. With an AK, I ain't gotta have a press, I ain't gotta do nothing. I just need me some punches and some screwdrivers or something, maybe.
They're more easier to deal with than AKs, in my opinion.
When I found out they'll send the upper straight to your house, I was like, "Oh wow!" So
and if an AK is not, it's not that it's a difficult gun. It's just making it is not like making an AR. They made it. It's a little bit. It's easier to put together than it is to put together an AK.
Hey,
I wish I could.
I got a question for everybody.
Yep. Go ahead.
Do y'all shoot steel through your firearms?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I shoot anything.
If that's what I got, that's what I got.
I'll shoot
I was told.
I don't go out and buy steel. I shoot aluminum or brass is what I usually buy, but I will shoot steel.
Pandemic forced me to buy some of the steel, and I came to find out that it's not as bad as people say it is. As long as you keep your firearm clean.
You just got to maintain your gun.
Yeah, you have to maintain a little bit more. Yeah.
What still got a bad reputation was the World War II surplus. They put a wax coating, and people were shooting it, and that wax coating was getting off and going into the barrel and going into the bolt, and then they started having issues. Still, ammo today doesn't have that stuff.
That's the thing with the cheaper ammunition. The powders don't burn as cleanly as some of the nicer shit.
It's dirty, and that's why if you your gun,
all that metal to metal.
You have a good quality firearm. Your gun is made out of steel, so steel. I mean, you shouldn't have a problem. I mean,
I can't push this philosophy on everybody, but if my gun can't run it, I don't want that gun.
I totally agree.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact. Because they don't tell you what kind of ammo you're gonna run into out here in the field. You know what I'm saying? Or shit hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell you what kind of ammo you're gonna run into. So you definitely want a firearm that can run like pretty much anything out here.
When I own an AK, all I shot
I don't know how long y'all been sitting back here.
So I always buy brass.
Yo, Rodney, kick up dust.
What up,
y'all? Y'all been back there for a while? I didn't even see this shit.
Nah, I'm good. I'm not even gonna stay long. I'm just saying, like, yo, Skilly Douglas, son, you better be there next year, son. That's all I'm saying. I'm fronting on the crew shit. I'm fronting on the crew.
What the hell?
And Prin, don't let me find that address, son. 10,000 rounds stashed up, son. That was dope. We hit you with that dust.
Hey,
what hit you, son?
You can get in.
Hit you, son.
Hey, you can get in and get out the hard part.
If I don't win collection of the year, I'm crashing out, I'm burning this bitch down.
I'm falling out, man. I'm gonna fall back. I just wanted to say what up to everybody, man. Happy belated Thanksgiving. Will do. Stay blessed, everybody. Peace, all right?
To New York.
Billy, I'm trying to behave. I should have worn my taking shirt. Erica started it.
Later, y'all.
All right, bro. Peace.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
Gus, how are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. You guys touched on like 32 topics that I wanted to touch on. You guys are past that. I'm like, all right, whatever. It is what it is.
One topic, and I don't know what the fuck Chicago Mike started talking about. Oh man.
Yo, but speaking on the main topic, like a lot of people gonna fall off. Let's be honest. Like it was just a quick little, oh, guns are cool for the pandemic. I'm out now. Like I got better shit to do, right?
No, that has happened already,
bro. So that's why I mean, not to like plug anything, but that's why we've been on what we've been on from the beginning, because like we're here for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking that shit that's gonna matter.
I seen a dude drop his whole collection off at the pawn shop. He was like, "Yeah, I'm over it."
Yeah,
it was like 15 guns, bro.
That's the shit. I feel like a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people will go and, like the whole pandemic thing. They get into guns and then they start watching YouTube on their guns, right? Mm-hmm. And then they're like, shit, I'm going to make a video on my gun.
Yep.
And then it's just like, all right, I'm going to go get another one. And now I'm going to make a video on that. And I'm going to make another one. I'm going to make a video on that. And I'll make a few range videos. And it's just like, dog, like, are you really into this?
They don't realize we really into this. Look how long it took for me to actually start making content, bro. I dropped my first video today. Like, I wasn't even making content. You know what I'm saying? I just been a part of the community. You feel what I'm saying?
I've been shooting before the whole YouTube thing. Right. And I've been wanting to stay away. I've been trying, I wanted to, because I don't know, it's gonna sound weird. When I grew up, the internet was a bad place.
Man, to take pictures with guns. You never took video and pictures with guns growing up when I grew up.
Yeah, so and a couple of my boys, Shout out to my homies. They know who they are. As two homeboys, they were like, "Yo, you should do it. You should do it. You should do it." And I'm like, whatever. And like, this shit is so relevant. Like, this conversation is so relevant to what I got going on in my life right now, because today made exactly a year that I told myself last year I'm gonna give this social media shit a try.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna revisit it. And I was just like, oh shit, it's been a year. Let's keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told myself, I'm gonna 1 year, and we're gonna see what's up.
Does anybody got any good points they want to get in real quick before I bring this brother on? Because I feel like it's going to get chaotic.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, I want to ask this question.
Oh man!
God damn it!
All right, good night,
I thought I was the bad guy tonight. Here we go.
No, the thing always was is you sort of move in secret. I don't know how everybody else was, but you sort of move in silence.
No, you're right.
At first it was a little bit uncomfortable to be putting yourself out there, but then when you start getting into it and you putting yourself out there and you start meeting different people, because for me, living where I am, I was the only one that looked like me for many years. Every once in a while you would see someone. All the places that I went to, people consider it like the sunken place. And it's just me. I remember the first time I took my wife with me somewhere, she was looking around like, what the hell is this?
Wow.
The type of thing and the stuff that I do. Those are the places that I go. And when I start seeing other folk, that's what I'm saying. I think things have changed, and I don't think things are gonna really go back. Some people will drop off, but I think it sort of will stay where it is because of the way things are going. Because I don't ever see things like getting better. Like, they're never gonna lower prices. Once the prices are jacked up, they're jacked up. It just they're just keeping it up, and people starting to understand what you're really fighting against.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go, right there. That's my favorite range ammo.
What's that?
158 grain.
Oh, 158 grain.
That's my favorite grain, and 357.
Yogi makes my favorite range ammo, man. That's my favorite range ammo.
And 9 mil.
Yep.
I ain't got the box big fish, but I keep a lot of these.
Yeah.
I gave you a couple of these when we was out.
Put me on those.
185.
So let me ask you a question. Here's a question. So a bunch of people got into guns when COVID hit, and stuff was getting rough. All those people, let's say 100% of those people, how many of those people you think are still in the gun community, and how many you think have already sold their guns and got out?
I think 50 are still in. 25 are here for real.
And I'm gonna keep it. My experience.
That's a high number. You're being nice. That's a high number.
My experience. I can't even give you an exact number for the simple fact that when I was getting those phone calls during COVID, like, yo, how can I get a gun? I was like, yo, didn't you think I was crazy a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
When you guys telling me a gun, what was I worried about? I was the crazy one? Nah, I'm gonna go like, yo, you're gonna have to go through the process just like everybody else. Bye. And I never.
That's why you can go to gun stores now and buy new used guns, because these people are selling their guns and
they look like they've never been
they've never been used. They just they're in the used category, but they never got shot.
It's the
I'm telling you, I've seen a guy punting. I've seen a guy punting like 15 guns. Like he just like, oh man, the pandemic was crazy, but the pandemic over now, man. I'm like, wow, what?
Like it's never gonna happen again,
bro. You know what's crazy? You want to hear some. For any content creators, there's a cheap way to get some views because mad people do it. Top 10 pistols.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Top 10 pistols. You're going to see what's up there. Then you see what's on the top 10 pistols, go to the gun store and ask them what's the top 10 pistols sold. And at least 6 of those 10 pistols will be sold just because people seen it on YouTube.
Just because they seen it on YouTube.
I got rid of
vicious circle. It's
so many Smith and Wesson Easies in the pawn shop right now.
Yep.
G2Cs.
Yep. Nah, but for real, let me just drop in and just iterate on what Billy said. Like the first time when I was younger, it was a lot of reasons I got into firearms. One of the reasons was I was 21 and coming from New York, you can't have, so it was get.
Exactly.
And you can't get caught.
The second reason was I thought I was doing it for self-defense and and the flex. And then when I realized that self-defense shit was bullshit and it was bigger shit at play, I got rid of everything. Because if you just got it for just self-defense, it don't make no sense for real. Because if somebody got a drop on you, they got you. And ain't no way you can beat it. The other side of it is, after I figured out what the world was doing, maybe 10, 15 years later, I had to take it to another level. It wasn't just a matter of self-defense. It was what the fuck is going on in this world. And whatever it is, you got to be ready and you got to have the best shit available that you could afford. And be massively proficient with it.
But before that, the strongest weapon that each and every one of us has is right here.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the strongest weapon. Sure, that's the number one weapon. That is the number one tool. That is number one.
And you use that to sharpen your awareness. You know what I mean?
Iron sharpens iron,
it's
bro.
A lot of shit going on in this world, and it's some ignorant ass shit. And with social media and YouTube, especially YouTube and whatever else, it's feeding us bullshit. And you got to be able to use this to sort that bullshit out to see what's real and what really applies to you. Because the world is a dangerous place and it's getting more dangerous.
Oh yeah, the price of staccato is definitely about to come down after first quarter. Oh my god, yeah, the pawn shop is gonna be loaded with them. Watch.
Yeah.
Especially after this Christmas. You can start Christmas because people trying to make Christmas happen right now. You know what I'm saying? People trying to make Christmas happen right now.
This past summer, I bought a Glock 45 for $425.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna sound messed up, but do not let me be in a gun store and you're bringing in your staccato for consignment because I'm gonna tell you $400 and you're gonna be sick.
That's
You're gonna be sick. You're gonna be sick, bro. And that's exactly what the gun stores are gonna do,
and they know it.
That's bro. People are gonna be like, "Oh, that's grimy,
bro." They're gonna at least get 1,200.
No. I mean, in the beginning of the, but right now, bro, you can't tell me a gun store is gonna take in six staccatos at $1,200 back to back. No way.
Will.
It's not a good business deal.
Let me see you guy walk in with the gray bag and he mad.
DM me, I'll take him. I'll give you 12.
400. I got 500 you can have right here.
Yep.
It just
I'll be on it. Hey, I got these puppies.
right. Thanks.
This guy.
He's like, y'all treat me as
I got this cheeseburger.
Like,
hey, fish, you're taking too far now.
Little fish, double cheese.
Hey, hold on, hold on. Remember that.
How do you get?
See how that works? You see how that works? I buy for 400. There's somebody out there like Fish buys it for 12. No problem.
Ain't nobody giving you a staccato for 5. You're bugging, dog. You're bugging.
Man, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
Listen, you will be
I know
surprised.
they giving out like those blocks for 200.
The reason you don't see them in gun stores like that is because the dudes in the gun stores are like, yo,
as soon as they cash them out, they buy them.
they're buying them. They're like, yo, listen, let's talk. I'll give you the cash out of my wallet for this right now.
Yep.
Do the paperwork.
Yep.
Joseph, like, the store will give you like legit. The store will be like, yo, the store will give you 700, and be like, yo, I'll give you 9.
You might get 5 for that X5 Legion, but staccato getting a band at least.
Shit.
Oh God.
I'll take that staccato.
It just depends on what day. It depends on what day.
How about
it depends on what day. Because if they just took in 2 and they ain't moved yet, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on what day.
I've been at a gun store and gotten deals that way.
That's what I'm saying. Even a staccato at 1,000, bro.
I've only sold this much today, and it's the end of the day, man.
We all have. We all got them deals. I got my CD brand for like 15.
Give me a good deal. It happens.
Because you always gotta go when they first open.
I need to catch the
when they close in.
You gotta go at the end of the day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, but when they closed on the next day and shit, like a Saturday afternoon.
You know, I rather. So I have a tiny little gun store that I go to, and I built a relationship. I've been going there for years, and I get good deals because he knows I'm a regular. You know what I'm saying? When you go to big box store, you may get a deal if they have something on sale, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna get a better deal at my small gun.
So you got your relationship with them.
You got that relationship.
Their relationship is going to be worth way more.
That's true. You gotta have a couple.
And when the ammo's getting short, and I tell him I want ammo, he'll hold it for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got that relationship and stuff. So, you know,
good stuff for relationship.
That's my biggest thing. Like I stockpile more ammo and magazines than I do like actual firearms. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I would rather have ammo on deck and rotate through ammo.
I mean, you got to.
We were having a conversation about that.
You got to. We've seen their playbook right now. What they do in other states, they go for the magazines first, then it's the ammo shit.
Yep.
I'm getting ready. I just load.
So yeah.
I just got my reload machine ready. I'm getting ready to knock out 1,000 rounds.
Yeah, now is you got to start when you got to start, but now is like having started this like 13, 14 years ago. That's why I'll say, you know, I have what I have that I'm never gonna touch, and then you have the stuff that you buy that you're gonna shoot. But I've been doing it for a long time. It's hard.
You got ammo for firearms calibers that I don't even own.
I know people that do that.
Yep. Like I don't even own a 45. I got a stockpile of 45.
Hey, you never know when a 45 is gonna fall in your lap.
Yep. There you go. I don't have to go looking for no ammo. I got 308. I don't own 308. I got 308.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Shit, Joseph Harris. That's how.
All that 308 to me. I'll be burning 308 up. I'll be burning that shit up.
Because you be seeing the dude walking in the damn pawn shop. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's his ass right out there. Hey,
where you going, bro? Hold on, wait. Hit the horn on him.
You acting like you shopping, listening at the deal and shit that the store
Yep.
gave you.
Yep.
I'll tell you.
300.
I'll tell you a story. I was at the huge gun shop, the one that you guys went to, Zach, and got ammo.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in there, and a guy went in there to sell his gun. You could tell it was brand new. He bought it. His wife got mad, and so he's trying to sell it back. And they're only offering him like $300. Only half of what he paid for.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked at him. The salesman went away. I said, I'll give you 400 for that. And he goes,
Yo,
okay.
so
and
speaking
I
on
left to go get the cash money.
FF.
The gun store told him that was against the law, and if he tried
No,
to
it's not. That's a private sale. They was hating on him. That's a private sale. They was hating.
That's another reason why like the higher tier shit is better. Like that's why I was trying to correct Dust. Like ain't nobody getting 500 for a staccato, bro. It's never happening.
I'm not saying
it's never happened.
No, what he's saying is that's what if you walk in his pawn shop, that's what he gonna offer you. And hey, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to take that plate or leave it that day, kid.
Listen,
but usually like
I'm not saying
the harder to find stuff, the more Guccier
more
stuff
value
will hold its value or go up in value.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
And I know this 1,000%. I'm not saying that it'll happen every time, but it's a fact that it can happen.
I don't doubt that.
I don't pay something big for more than what I paid for it.
You
I
take
would say big fish.
You take
Right.
a
If you have a high-end gun, you have to sell that privately. The gun store,
Yeah.
you got to find somebody.
There's no way you can take a staccato to a pawn shop. You'd be better off putting it on like Gun Broker or something like that.
Real, call one of your homeboys.
Or one of the homies.
More than what I bought it for.
That's funny, bro.
You take a gun that's considered a quote unquote high end gun, and they mass produce the hell out of it. It ain't gonna be worth shit after a while.
First of all, you don't sell it straight up. You put it on consignment and tell them what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Right, they're gonna take it or leave it. That's up to that person.
Right.
Bro, Alex is killing me right now, bro.
Usually gun stores will offer you a cash price, and then you could do a consignment too, where you say, "I want this much," and then they'll tell you how much percentage they want off of that, or whatever.
They're gonna take a higher percent if it's over $1,000 or however.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, of course.
I 556 for more than what I paid for it. I say 556, like $300 more.
Man,
Carmel.
AR 5.56 right now. Anything with a barrel 8 inches, like 8 inches, 7 inches with an AR right now, they through the roof right now, bro.
What's through the roof?
Yo, Armel, how many of your guns is hobby guns?
Is what?
Hobby guns.
Okay, Google.
All of them.
All of them, really, except the one that my EDC.
Seriously, I got two guns that are real.
Mm-hmm. And everything else is just a collection.
Everything else is everything else.
What does that mean? Hold on.
He said that are real. Hey, he tried to slide that past.
Armel,
He's been
what do you mean that you have two guns that are real? What is
necessary?
Real, like they're like not like something that I take serious. I'm not throwing the EOTech on everything.
Right.
I understand that, but the whole real thing, like you mean expensive?
Not so much, not expensive, Dust. What was the question, Billy?
So the question is, what percent of your guns are hobby guns? So that means
basically all of them except for two.
Except for two.
Exactly. I'm saying, but what did it make those two not hobby guns?
I carry them every day.
Guns.
I carry every day. The EDCs. I'll give you an example. My Smith & Wesson Shield. That is my EDC. That's the gun that I don't care if it gets scratches on it. Like I bang it around, I throw it around. I don't care what happens. You know what I'm saying? Because I carry it every day. I shoot it almost every. I shoot it every week. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like it's my EDC. I don't care what happens to it.
But
it's like they like work boots. They like work boots to me. Everything else, it's a collection. I keep them clean. I keep them put up.
Hey. We ain't hear shit either one of y'all said because both of y'all was talking.
I heard Bryn. I heard Bryn out of everybody.
I heard Bryn too.
I was reading Armel. I was reading what Armel was saying. He's like, two don't leave the house. And I heard everything Bryn said.
What I was saying is there's one AR that never leaves the house, right? And there's one gun that's always good. Those two, I be the most proficient with. You know, I mean that AR probably goes to the range. Like I got other stuff to play with. The AR is an AR, but that one never has to leave. You know, that one doesn't have to.
Well, I'm letting you know now. If the apocalypse ever hit, I'm definitely pulling out the staccato. Somebody getting hit with the staccato. I ain't pay $1,500 for nothing.
It's all the more work fit.
Oh man.
Nobody caught it $1,500.
I don't know. People. Everybody does it different. Like Zach got all the Canics. Billy got all the Tauruses. I got all the beans. We like what we like, and we try to get the whole collection. You know what I'm saying?
I'm starting on the DVDs.
I'm definitely Kel-Tec fan now. I'm definitely finna go and grab every Kel-Tec I can find.
You know where Kel-Tec came
I ain't
from, right?
never wanted a Kel-Tec, but you, now you got me wanting to get one.
Which one?
I got one I'm trying to get rid of right now.
He created the Tech 9. He was the first. He created the Tech 9, correct?
Yeah.
Intratec, yeah, Intratec.
Yep.
Auction that.
Oh, just like Taurus. I didn't know this. Taurus used to make Beretta parts, make Berettas for Berettas. I didn't know that.
Well, his thing is Beretta's factory. Taurus bought the factory and kept the factory, the workers, the entirety, but just changed the branding on the firearm.
The PT92. The PT92.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that PT92, you can find a Taurus that looks just like a Beretta.
Yeah, the PT92 is a Beretta. That's all it is. It's
parts
made
are
of the same tooling, the same machines, everything. Almost like how they did who is it? Like Zenith did the
MKE.
Yeah, like
And there's
how
some
they did the
collectors that will
85.
say that Taurus is better.
Funeral home drinks.
Yep. Beretta. I don't. Beretta's.
God, they killing it. Let's have a moment of silence.
That's the
Lord,
yo,
finding us on
talk
this
about my wife's
occasion.
Hey, they 1980s mustard green too, bro. Look at.
Yeah, stop talking about my wife's drapes, man.
Stop them things, dusty as fuck.
Hey, y'all remember they had the carpet, the match that you got the same color carpet too, bro?
I ain't joking.
Nah, I got wood floors.
Oh, okay.
Nothing else in that house mustard.
She had them drapes custom made by the Jamaican.
Yo, I was gonna say y'all talk about the drapes if you want. Them drapes is money. I'm looking at them drapes.
It should look over perfect.
You see how they hang in there perfectly?
Right.
Right.
That bitch came out of castle.
Yo,
Hey,
them up there and hemmed all the cuffs, man.
If Armel stand in the middle of them drapes, he look like a $20 bill.
Oh man.
Billy.
CRG, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah.
I forgot what we was talking
Yo,
about.
I'm for y'all.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, so does anybody have safe queens?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Never go.
No.
I do.
Who said no?
I have
No.
one safe queen in particular. It's the only gun that I own that my son can never sell. I had it made for him.
Nice.
Oh wow.
He can never sell it. It's laser engraved.
What's the definition of a safe queen though? Because I bust all my shit.
I shoot
everything gets shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something that you got and doesn't get shot.
Like I got a Beretta that I don't shoot. Only because I made it pretty. That's the only reason I don't shoot it. So it's sort of just
the only safe queen I would ever have. I don't have a safe queen, but if I had a safe queen, it's probably going to be like one of those like 1911 cartel 1911s.
Oh, with the gold.
On the front.
I don't care how fucking ghetto or whatever that shit is. I need me a gold gun too, bro.
Yo, bro, hold on. I need a cartel 1911. Preferably,
I need an AK or some shit.
He want engraved with red roses on it, and grips, diamonds, and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
I want tallies of how many wars that gun's been through. Like, I want
to. You see all these rubies here? Each one of these was a war that I won.
100%. That's what I need. I'm like, this is the safe queen.
As soon as you shoot
you guys
that
ever watch that TV show?
cocaine pop out the side of it.
100%. 100%. I'm like, yo, I ain't never shot that. I ain't never knew it was gonna do that.
You guys ever watch that reality show Gunsmoke about the gun store? I think it was in Colorado or whatever.
No.
Hmm.
This was on years and years ago, and the guy had a custom made 1911 for his wife. And the front was a diamond, and then the back were rubies and stuff.
No shit.
That's crazy.
I like the
that. I
Ira
would
Johnson.
never shoot it if I had something like that. I would never shoot it.
What do you say, Billy?
The Ira Johnson Eagle XL, gold plated.
Oh, the Tiger Stripe one?
Yeah.
I used to want that shit so bad.
The Tiger Stripe one?
No, it's not Tiger Stripe. I don't like that. I don't like Tiger Stripe. Even on the 50A, I can't do the Tiger Stripe. But this one is just gold plated, and it's a 6-inch barrel. That shit is pretty.
Yo, where can I get a Cartel 1911 from?
Oh, what?
I know where.
You said a Cobra?
No, a Cartel.
I thought you said Cobra.
I told you, I know where.
Really,
like a authentic cartel.
I'm gonna have to go out there and snatch one up. Like I see a dude in the bar and just hem him up and like, thank you, fly back to America with that shit. I'm like, I ain't never going back.
You got to get up out of there first. You got to get up out of there first.
You got to get up out of that, baby.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. That's dangerous as hell.
So you can only gold plate like the steel shit. It's got to be a steel gun, like aluminum. It won't.
Oh, so it has to be all steel.
That's why you only see 1911s, AKs.
I was gonna say that it's got to be a 1911. If it's a handgun, don't be gold plating the fucking Glock slide and shit and thinking that shit look good.
Right.
It's got to be a 1911. Stop fucking around playing games. Shit.
Where it does go?
I don't know.
He just disappeared.
Yeah, Skilly
He didn't like that shit. He's a Glock guy. That's why.
Yo, y'all still eating leftovers?
No,
I had dinner at my parents in New York, man. I ain't got no leftovers.
I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. The people that came over, they took out of that shit, and I'm hot.
Bro, it's a 3-day rule where day 3 is supposed to be going in the trash, man.
Yeah, no. Day 3, my wife, she made a pot pie, bro. That shit was fire.
Yeah, what you do with all the leftovers? You make a pot pie or some sort of stew.
Right.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
I didn't even have turkey. I'm not a turkey fan myself.
Me neither.
We didn't have turkey.
I love
ham.
I can eat a cheeseburger or a steak on Christmas. I can care less. But Thanksgiving, gotta have a turkey.
Yeah, nah. I had
somebody say Twister giving away a gold Zastava.
Yes,
that's what's up.
That's Rambo's.
That most of them gold Johns is tin coating. It's not real gold. It's like
they did the
no, that one is real. I saw.
Is that one plated?
That one's real. I
so don't shoot that shit because that gold is malleable, y'all. Like it'll flake off.
You shoot that shit, I'm gonna stand there with a bucket catching the flakes. Catching the flakes. Be there with a strainer catching the flakes. I'm like, yo, wait, hold on.
That gun is real nice. I happen to have actually just be in his presence and be able to. That gun is real nice.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Since the Catskill turkeys are up here, maybe this is more of a question for Jay. I think Zestifa is the best AK on the U.S. market. What do you think?
What'd you say? Say it again.
I think Zestifa is the best AK on the U.S. market.
It's a new company.
Zestifa?
Come on, Zastava?
I mean,
Zastava?
Zastava?
Yeah.
They're good. They're legit. Like, see the problem with, I guess so on the U.S. market because it's affordable too in a sense. But you got like me and Zach. No, these shits used to be like $500.
I remember.
Yeah, man, it used to be like,
bro.
I wish I had been into them back then to get me one. I did.
Right.
So nobody's fucking like an original Kalashnikov?
I would go Arsenal. That's me personally. Like I would go Arsenal.
I think the original.
I don't like milled. I don't like milled AKs. So.
Wow, I heard that was better. You want a stamp one?
Yeah. So I'll give you.
Why? Tell me why.
So the original AKs were milled only because the technology to stamp them wasn't developed yet. And as soon as they developed to stamp them, they got rid of the milled. It was never supposed to be milled. It was always supposed to be stamped. But the technology wasn't developed completely yet.
Because I was going to say, I see what Joe said. What about Arsenal? Because I don't know a lot about them, but I've heard a lot of good stuff.
I would if I was going to buy an AK, I'd get an Arsenal. To be honest with you, I'd just get a Galil and call it a day.
Yeah,
really, even you can get you an actual real Kalashnikov.
Right.
Mhm.
But no, Zastava is probably the best, most obtainable AK on the U.S. market. I agree.
Quality too, because they
Yeah.
have good quality.
You don't like none of the American AKs?
Yeah.
I'll run any AK. I'll be like,
Who imports those Zastavas? Century, right?
Let's see
They do.
what-
No, Century imports. What's the other?
Panic.
Are you what's supposed to be covering my face? What you got going on, Billy? What's
The
happening?
Zastavas are Polish, right? The Polish ones.
Yeah, I forget who
No.
Century.
Tell me if y'all can see this. Hold on.
Yeah, go higher. Go higher. Go higher.
You and taping everybody. Wait. God damn it.
Who's that?
This is.
Is that the
You ain't gonna see a good picture of it.
cartel gun that can...
Yeah, it's got skulls on it and shit.
Oh, there you go.
Where's the tallies? Where's the tallies for the bodies?
Yeah, you gotta have the notches on the side. How many bodies on it?
That's what the skulls are for.
Oh, you're right. You might be right on that.
That's
clean. Oh, that's what the skulls are for. Oh,
He ran out of room. That last one in the back. That's when he ran out.
Oh,
of room.
That's body caught.
homie got the skull up. Good
Ramsey
God.
said he gonna buy one for Christmas.
How much is that?
19.
No.
19 what?
1900. Ramsey put
Too
19,000.
19 for 19.
Oh, I'm like 19 what? Like 19,000? That chick can stay there. 1900?
1900.
If all hell broke loose right now, which caliber you think will survive, y'all?
9, 5.56, 308.
Yep.
22. Alex, I think
agree.
Alex.
9, 5, 5, 6,
And 22. And 22.
Y'all don't think 22 will survive?
22.
Yeah, 22 will survive.
Probably the most
308. And you could throw 45 in there too.
Nah, 45.
They'll be expensive as hell though, but yeah, they'll
But
still be around.
I'm
But
just
they'll be hot as hell.
It will be novelty.
Yeah, there you go.
22 and 9mm, I think.
22 outlast them all.
Yeah.
You look crazy.
And the reason why 9 and 5.56 will last is because it's a NATO round.
Yeah. And I say 5.56 because it's pretty much the same size as the 22, so it'll definitely survive.
It's just what's surplus. Like there's abundance of it.
Yo, 223 is out there.
223, 5.56 is out there. 308 is out there. 9 is out there. 22 is out there. Like that, those rounds, you go to your neighbor's house that you don't know, guarantee they got some.
They're gonna be there. Everything else is probably gonna get washed.
And then secondary, I know it sounds crazy, 30-06, depending on where you live.
Yeah.
30-30
like,
and 30-06.
like Midwest, like North Dakota, up in there.
No. I put 12 gauge.
Oh, 12 gauge.
Definitely 12 gauge. Definitely 12 gauge.
12 gauge ain't going nowhere. You
can stuff pennies inside of a 12 gauge and you'll be good to go.
You can stuff anything out of 12
Yeah,
gauge.
you can stuff anything in the 12 gauge.
That's why we all need on those blunderbuss.
Yo, my man, little man's got the turkey outfit, bro.
Crazy.
All right, also, I'm getting paid to do a turkey dance, so.
Fire. Oh.
Why you embarrass your son like that, man?
Go, Alex.
Why you do that? Why you do that?
Billy, Zach, everybody, appreciate y'all for letting me on. I'm gonna hop off, let someone else on.
Peace,
All right, bro. Be safe. Good evening.
Why you got him over there dancing in the chicken soup, man?
That's turkey.
It's supposed to be a turkey.
Hey,
we could
either way. Listen, we about to end this anyway. But real quick, I just want to make sure everybody's aware that the tickets for the meetup are back on sale. Zach, if you got a sec, drop that link in there.
Both of them.
Also, the Christmas giveaway is coming up. Kick Up Dust. I know that you guys got a Toys for Tots giveaway. Are you still working on that?
Yeah. Oh, it's actually doing pretty decent. We got a Toys for Tots. We're gonna end it December 13th. Okay. Collecting donations. Everything will be documented. And it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Like the amount of toys that we're gonna be able to buy is gonna be insane.
Mm-hmm. You play music, Billy?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
That's his.
Don't
Time
forget,
to go home.
Wednesday starts the 12 Days of Christmas. Wednesday at 4 p.m. We're doing 12 days
on Erica's channel.
Yes, on my channel.
Erica, that's what I thought you were doing. 14 days of Christmas.
Yeah, she did say that, right?
It is 14 days. It is 14 days, Zach, but it was started off as 12. We're at 14 now.
They got a lot of love to give.
Right.
So y'all keep an eye out for that, man. Joseph Harris, my brother, I appreciate you, bro. I see you. Shout out to everybody. Real deal. Shout out to you for killing those chickens.
Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah.
Shout out for being who you are. Tell the wife I said what's up.
Will do.
Skilly.
All right, Debo.
Skilly. I'm charging you next time, bro.
What?
Charging you as rent.
Why you gonna charge me rent?
Much love, guys.
You're staring in my window all night.
That's Skilly. That's Skilly. That's a Skilly movie. Like, don't mind me. I'm just here.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm fucking be taking orders and shit.
Yo, I'm sorry. I know you're trying to end your live, but I just gotta say this. Yo, not for nothing. Yo, Skilly. This whole year, dog, I seen you in your crib once.
Once. It's always in your backdrop.
Always
Well,
at work.
guess what?
It's solidified.
On December the 12th, for 4 weeks, I cannot come to work. So I will be at home on everybody live.
You gotta work? They said, yo, you gotta work.
You gotta work for 4 weeks.
You gotta work. They're like, yo, stay home. Hey, don't worry about it. Got you, bro. Overtime too.
I got to do surgery. I got to do surgery on the 12th. So I'm gonna be down.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, that's the only reason he ain't gonna be at work.
The only reason.
After 3 days, he feeling better.
After 3 days, he's gonna be
Right back at work.
After 3 days, we're like, where's my desk? I'm good.
Fuck that leg. I don't need that leg.
Oh,
I sit for my job.
Exactly.
All right,
I'm
guys.
so mad.
Much love. Yo, my family, thank you for having me on. Appreciate it. Salute, Prince, salute, Skilly, salute, Real Deal, salute. Much love, guys. You guys enjoy your night. Later.
Peace.
Peace out.
Yeah, man.
Same here, man. Appreciate y'all time. Appreciate the conversation, man. Keep people up and slide out to y'all.
Hey, peace.
No doubt.
Every category, you pick who you want. You just write in who you want.
Mm-hmm.
There's no multiple choice or nothing. Yeah, just write in who it is that you think is the best for that category, and then the rest gets sorted out later.
Right.
So voting is going to come in 2 ways. Initially, we're going to vote the people into the categories. That's done by everybody. So you just pick whoever you. If Spider-Man got the best gun collection, then Spider-Man.
Right. Exactly.
We'll tally up high numbers of that, and then we'll take the top 5 in those categories, and those will be the actual votes. So
yeah, those will be the nominees.
Those will be the nominees. So you vote now, and then we'll put out the actually nominee votes. I think in January, if I'm right.
Something like that.
When did y'all send out the link?
I've been sending it out all night, Skilly.
Okay, I'll go back and go through the chat. I got you.
Sorry, babe.
Can we vote for ourselves?
Yeah.
Promote everybody to be like, hey, I'm the best female.
I mean, you think I'm not gonna vote for myself in the category?
That category don't exist, babe.
Okay,
that's the boom boom room category.
Yo, but hey, listen. All right, about to start beef. Y'all know we got the best 2A live over here, right?
I can't vote in that category. I can't vote. I'm not voting in that category.
Golly, I shouldn't be able to either. But either way, man, it was a good night. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I thank you all. I thank you. Be safe. Enjoy your Monday evening, and we'll see you soon.
See you guys Wednesday.
Wednesday, 4 o'clock.
Wednesday, 4 o'clock.
On Erica's channel. All right, y'all. Be safe. We'll see y'all later.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.